Good afternoon, I'm Shawn Yao and this is One News Now. Dead pigs were found scattered along the shore of some towns in Oriental Mindoro. This comes as more cases of African swine fever have been reported over in the Visayas. Shyla Francisco joins us on the line. Hi Shyla, where did the dead pigs come from? Did they come from Oriental Mindoro or did they wash up there from the Visayas?
Shawn, the Agriculture Department is already investigating the vessel from Iloilo responsible for the disposal of pigs that were found along the shore in a one Oriental Mindoro and nearby towns. This comes after they discovered violations of the disposal guidelines. National Meat Inspection Service Director Raildrin Morales explained that the disposal of dead pigs should be done at least 12 nautical miles. The disposal should also be separated in batches so that pigs won't be washed ashore. Based on initial investigation, the vessel carrying the dead hogs came from Iloilo. The local government of Mindoro says that the disposal should have been properly coordinated since these pigs could be infected with African swine fever. Mayor Mark Marcos says this can affect the livelihood of residents who are mostly backyard hog raisers. So far, they are still waiting for the test results to identify if the pigs were indeed ASF infected. The dead hogs have been disinfected and buried. Meanwhile, after the first case of ASF in Visayas was recorded in Abuyog, Leyte, the Eastern Visayas confirmed that 2 nearby towns are also affected by the disease. More than 1,600 pigs have been called in 12 barangays of these 3 towns, which includes Javier and La Paz. Overall, more than 400,000 out of 12.8 million hogs have been called due to ASF. The DA admits the Philippines can now be considered under a state of calamity as ASF continues to affect supply and prices of hogs. The agency adds this was the basis for the proposed executive order for price ceiling for pork and also due to unavailability of ASF vaccines in the country. Shawn, the DA is now banking on mass-producing ASF rapid test kits to quickly identify pigs affected by ASF. They are also coordinating with the government of Vietnam for a possible procurement of ASF vaccines. Shawn?
All right, with regard to food security and food shortage, Shyla, did the DA mention whether or not we are facing a supply shortage, at least for pigs and even chickens, because of ASF? And what is going on now with the allowable imports? I heard it's going up.
Shawn, while the industry stakeholders are admitting there is a shortage in Luzon, the DA keeps on saying that there is no food crisis so far and that we have enough supplies. Still, they are working on bringing in more supplies in Luzon to help bring down prices and to ensure stable supply. So far, they are fast-tracking the importation of 54,000 metric tons of pork, and they are also looking at increasing or tripling the number of imports under the minimum access volumes at lower tariffs. Tomorrow, they are set to meet also with regards to lowering the tariff outside the minimum access volume. Shawn?
All right, thank you for that update, Shyla Francisco, joining us live over the phone. In other news, Palace spokesman Harry Roque says that President Duterte's decision to not get vaccinated in public is final. The president had earlier said that he is willing to receive Sinovac shots, but he wants it administered away from the public eye as Duterte does not see the necessity in getting vaccinated in public.
Sabi nga niya, dahil sa puwet siya magpapasaksak, so hindi po pwedeng public.
And the president has greenlit face-to-face classes for specific programs. In today's Palace briefing, spokesman Harry Roque said that limited face-to-face classes have been allowed for medicine and allied health programs in MGCQ areas. Also included in the new policy are higher education institutions in GCQ areas with base hospitals that cater to COVID-19 patients. Roque said this is to ensure that the country will not run out of graduates from health-related programs amid the fight against COVID-19. President Duterte appointed Court of Appeals Jhosep Lopez as an Associate Justice to the Supreme Court. Associate Justice Lopez will be taking over the seat vacated by Priscilla Baltazar Padilla. Prior to the Court of Appeals, Lopez was a legal counsel for the University of the Philippines and a counselor of the city of Manila. And the Philippines' hosting of the third window of the FIBA Asia Cup 2021 qualifiers has been canceled because of the travel ban. Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas President Al Panlilio said the NTF against COVID-19 offered no exemptions to the travel restrictions issued by the DFA. The Philippines was supposed to host groups A and C in a bubble setup in Clark, Pampanga for the games in February. Despite this, the third window will push through, albeit in a different country, but for now, the timetable is still unclear. Tokyo, supposedly the host of Group B, has also begged off, with Qatar taking over hosting duties instead. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.